YouTube. So we're on the Buck Mustang. This is a wee bit of a complication with Foxy's guitar channel. Check him out. If I remember to put a link in below. If not, you should know it anyway. He tried to buy a Bucky caster and there was a crossed wires things and they ended up getting given a left-handed one, which, let's be honest, is not really much use to a right-handed guitarist. So I don't do custom builds for people, but I did for this one. I much prefer just building it myself. So this is Bucky caster number 42, because as we all know, the answer to life, the universe and everything is Buckfast. Has to be. So this one's got, he gave me a Seymour Duncan, I'm not sure exactly which model it is, for the bridge, and this is an old Sun Mustang guitar. Not as good as the older Sun Mustangs. I had one before. In fact, was mine not an Encore? Scott's got a Sun Mustang which is the same as the Encore, the made in India one, which have funny sized bridges and a thin neck, like thin this way when you get to here, so you can't, and the pickups are funny sizes. They're kind of a pig to work with, but they're excellent guitars. This one's very similar to the Ibanez Silver Cadet I did a few months ago, down to the point it's quite thin. It's thinner than a normal guitar. The neck's pretty good. Tuners aren't fantastic. I didn't bother changing them. It says made in Korea on the back. It's even got a serial number, 28 1100 906. I don't know what that means by year, but these were Fender modified. I suppose actually a not entirely un-Ibanez-y type headstock on it. So I wanted to do something different with the pickups. So we've got a no pickup in the middle. That's just a piece of wood painted red behind it. We've got the Seymour Duncan, and I've used one of those Gretsch P90s, which I wasn't sure what it was going to sound like because I wasn't really that impressed with it as a P90 when it was in the Gretsch guitar. I put in Wilkinson ones and it doubled the volume and it sounded more like a P90. But it sounds more than a single coil. So it's not as aggressive and loud as a P90 is, but it's somewhere between that and a regular Strat neck pickup. So it's like a sort of high powered single coil. It does, in this guitar, it does sound like a P90. It's kind of weird. Obviously guitar does make a difference. Got a 3-way switch instead of a 5-way, and a rotary spot, volume and tone. So this one does just do the wiring first. So when you've got the rotary in position 1, which is fully anti-clockwise, the 3-way switch is just humbucker and P90. If you flip it down to the second one, everything's the same apart from instead of this being a humbucker, it's a single coil. So you get like a single coil, 2 single coils, and these are in parallel. If you go into position 3, the bridge and middle positions are a single coil in the bridge, and the neck position is the single coil in the bridge in series with the P90 giving you a wide bucker. I named it wide bucker. And if you go into position 4, the last position, it gives you the positions 1 and 2 on the 3-way switch are humbucker in the bridge and middle, and then in the neck position you get the humbucker wired with this in series giving you triple bucker. So extra sounds are wide bucker and triple bucker and single, yeah. We're not noticing, because I'm using the big PV, it doesn't overload as quickly as the Laney did, because it was like only 15 watts, that's 50. So I think if I was on the Laney, it would be a bigger difference when you go into the wide bucker and the triple bucker. It would just totally drive the amp into distortion, like immediately as soon as you go into the fat ones, which it doesn't really do with that the same way. So we've got bridge humbucker, both, and then P90. See, it doesn't sound like a Strat pickup. Much fatter. So if I go into position 2, the neck stays the same, it's just a P90. In the middle now, it's a single coil and single coil. Quite a jangly one. And then single coil on the bridge. position 3 is, this will still be single coil on the bridge. And in the middle, still single coil on the bridge. And then the neck, wide bucker. Okay, there is quite a woomph when you turn it on. And then if you go to the last one, it's triple bucker, which should be another woomph up in volume. And then these positions are just a humbucker. So I'll stick in a wee backing track of some description. We're just not bother changing any of the settings. But go for a singly one. White bucker. That's the governor. The metal. Bridge single coil. Bridge single coil. Rusty Fuzz. That Rusty Fuzz was sounding particularly rusty, wasn't it? Take the tone off. You had it soft. Yeah, so there you go, Foxy. Did on Bucky Caster number 42. This guitar's got a really good neck on it. Actually, it's got the. I didn't put the trem. Didn't set the trem up because it's got like the old style. I'm not. It doesn't. I think it's just a hardtail. It's alright, but I think it's a trem. It's maybe a bit shit. Basically, it's like a C-shaped piece of metal which you got in this era of guitar. But like all guitars in this era, so I'm saying early 90s probably. Wood was cheaper back then, so the necks on them are always pretty good. I did have to do fretwork to make badly fitted frets, but the actual quality of the neck wood is good. And it's like a nice glossy finish, so it's actually really quite a nice neck. It's got a 12-inch radius. But the compromise was like the tuners aren't brilliant, which I've not changed. They work. I know Foxy can change tuners, put Scholler locking ones on or whatever if you wanted. They work, but they're not fantastic. The pickups, I didn't even use them, were, I'd imagine, shite. And the like the three-way switch and stuff, and the pots were just not like the pots you get these days. Nowadays, even the cheapest pots are kind of all right. They were like, I just put them in the bin. Without even trying them. So maybe they were good, but they didn't. When you were turning them, they kind of went, and that's when the guitar's not plugged in. You know, it didn't have strings on it when I got it. It's like you could turn them and they just felt, yeah. So in the bin. So it's worth actually if you're looking at a Sun Mustang from this era with the sort of pointy headstock on it. Good neck. You maybe want to put in better pickups in it and possibly better tuners. And when I say better electrics, I don't mean like, oh, buy CTS and Switchcraft stuff. Just buy the cheap crap you get from China and it'll be better than and because that's fine, you know, like you can get like a loaded pick guard for, I think it's about £10 or 15 quid. Not sure the pick guard would actually fit. It's probably a slightly different shape, but you can certainly take all the bits, take the 3 pickups and the switch and the knobs out, put them in this. That'd be fine. Yeah. So this is probably going to be, you won't see this video for a couple of weeks. I'm not going to do this video until I'm going to send the guitar off this afternoon. So I'm going to wait till he's got it and done a video of it, and then I'll send him this video explaining what the switch did. I did draw him a diagram. It's obviously no. I'm totally sure no one else has ever wired a guitar this way. It doesn't actually do an insane amount of things. So you've got like the sounds it's got is bridge humbucker, bridge single coil, bridge humbucker with the neck, bridge single coil with the neck, and then you've got wide bucker and triple bucker as your 3 sounds, but the triple bucker made out of a P90 and a yeah, so interesting stuff. And these pickups I've been harsh about. I wanted to use it because it looked really cool. I figured if he's got a Seymour Duncan, you're kind of going to be sitting on the bridge the whole time. So it was like, pure right, make the bridge pickup. I wanted it to work on the bridge pickup, and I wanted a coil split in the bridge pickup, and then anything else was a sort of bonus. But actually, I think might end up using this neck one, which is actually really pretty good. It was kind of there for the looks. So I'm rethinking it a little bit. I think maybe if, just because a P9, if you think of it as, oh, I want a P90 bite, which it does, it seems to be doing in this guitar, it didn't do it in that Gretsch. That Gretsch I got in was like, it was just, maybe because it was like a 335, maybe, I don't know, it just didn't seem P90 enough. So the Wilkinson's ones were much more powerful, but on this one it seems to have a great sound on its own. It's like it's definitely got more drive to it. If you want it clean, then you have to back the volume down a little bit. So it's not that's to the clean amp. You just do a wee bit. I bet you get a good sound there. All good. Hope you enjoy it, Roxy. Catch you later.